Hello, Aries. I'm Clara Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your January 2020 reading. Happy New Year, Aries. I hope you had a really good one. Um, there's a link up there if you'd like to book in for a private reading with me. I get them out within 24 hours of you booking them, and they are 3 pages long. Now, you'll see at time of booking, you can click some check boxes to choose what you want your reading to be about, what area of your life you want it to be about. You can choose one or more, it's up to you. Just know that the sections will get a little shorter if you choose all 5 of them. But you can make upgrades as well. So there's other check boxes to click if you want to add an energy healing onto it, or you want to double the length of it. It's a little bit cheaper if you add those on at the time of booking. Right, Aries, what have you got going on in January? Generally, you've got warmth and go for it. Wow, this is this is saying that you're going to feel it. You know when you feel really good about something or someone, and that's you're feeling warm in your heart. That's the indication to go for it, to move ahead with that. It's like, I don't know, like you're looking for a new job or something, and you see an advert for a job, and just straight away you've got that warm and fuzzy feeling in your heart, or a little bit of excitement, something like that, and you just know that that's it. I remember I always used to have that when I was looking for somewhere to live too. I'd look through all of the classifieds for rooms available or houses available to rent, and I would always have that feeling when it was the right place, and of course it was the place that I'd end up moving into. Um, it's notice that you also get it too, Aries, when you meet someone new, and you might not even meet them. Like it could be someone that rides past you every day on the bike, or someone that you walk past, or someone you see at the train station, something like that, and you just get a warm feeling about them, like this person's important to me. Go for it, make contact with them. Whenever you get that feeling, it's an indication from your higher self to move forward, to go for it, to talk to that person, to take that opportunity, to go through that door, to apply for that job, to call that person up for that room. Your higher self is leading you forward through this warm, fuzzy feeling in your heart. So whenever you feel it, take action in the moment because the time is ripe. The energies are right for you to move forward on that in that moment. Aries. That's how you listen to the path that's laid out to you by your higher self. You use your intuition like that, and that's a key feeling for you, Aries, is that warm, fuzzy feeling in your heart, that little bit of excitement, that warmth that you get, especially in January, because I feel like you're moving forward in lots. I feel like you've got like doors swinging open, opportunities, and it's through people and it's through these opportunities. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Connection. Perfect. People, especially Aries. You've got new people coming into your life, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel that connection with them. You're going to feel that they're important to your life path. I really feel like you've got big things are going to happen in 2020, and the foundations are being laid. Not the foundations. It's like you've already laid the foundations, Aries, in 2019. Those inner foundations. January is all about setting off on that path, setting off on that journey, the people coming in, the opportunities coming in. So those jigsaw puzzle pieces that you collected in 2019, it's like you're sitting down now and you're noticing the patterns in them and you're starting putting them together. It's like that. Like you've not completed the jigsaw yet, but you've made a start on it. That's what you're doing in January. And it's all about people for you, Aries. It's all about these new connections. Perfect for you. Different kind of people coming into your life, maybe that are very different than the people you've been hanging out with before, very different than the people you've been working with before, very different than the people you've been living with before, very different than the people you've been hanging out with before, very different kind of customers than you've had before. These perfect connections. So maybe Aries, some of you, you've got your own business, you've been working with a certain kind of client, and now you're going to have these new clients coming in that are giving you a bit of a taste. It's like, oh, hang on a minute, I would really love to work with people like that. And you're feeling that connection. You're feeling those warm and fuzzies. It's like, yes, customers like this. And that shifts you to focus on that kind of customer, to tailor your business toward that kind of customer. And then whoosh, your business takes off because of it. People that are perfect for you are coming into your life in January. Aries, take notice of it because it is key to the way that you're growing in 2020. It's key to your life purpose in 2020, which you're going to be stepping into. Because yeah, Aries, I've been doing 2020 year ahead private readings for people, and there's been this underlying message for all of them, is that 2020 is the year to step into your life purpose. Huge external changes. I'm talking about lifestyle changes, relationship changes, business changes, job changes. What you're doing is changing for everybody. Like 2020 is the year to not mess around anymore, not waste any time. That thing that you've been thinking is always going to happen in your life. You're going to be famous, you're going to be successful, you're going to be rich, you're going to be all of these that you've known deep in your heart is on your path. 2020 is the year to actually do it and to get moving on that. And so this is what I'm seeing for you, Aries. If you'd like one of those 2020 year ahead readings, I'm still doing them. There's a link up there to book in for one of those. About 9 to 12 pages long, going into detail each month what you've got coming up in 2020. So if you're interested in that, get yourself one of those. Big things happening for you, and people are the key for you in January, moving you toward those changes. Like, it can be really easy. The changes can be really easy if you're taking note of the people that are coming in now and making those changes to focus on what it is that they're showing you, Aries. Awesome. What about your love life in January 2020, Aries? Got mirror reflection, own my idea. Now, right, relationship changes for you, Aries. It's like you're really getting to know yourself now, Aries, and stepping into who you really are. People around you, like friends and family, might be surprised at who you're turning into in 2020, because you're empowering yourself, you're becoming who you always were. And they'll be like, whoa, Claire's changed. She's doing it now. It's that kind of thing. And your relationship should mirror that too. So maybe you're in a relationship that mirrors old you, and now you need to own who you are, and there'll be a new relationship that's better for you, a mirror reflection to who you're becoming, or who you have become. But who you're becoming, I'm feeling it's who you're becoming, because you've got more stepping up to do to really embody that, to really own who you are now. So if you're looking, Aries, for a relationship right now, if you're single and you're looking for a relationship, maybe now is not the time to do that because you're transforming so much. Or if you are looking now, you need to think of yourself at the end of the year, who you're going to be at the end of the year, and know that that's your level of the person that you're looking for, a mirror reflection of that, of what it is that you're stepping into now, not necessarily a match to what you're doing right now. Or it could be someone that's transforming the same. But yeah, just be cognizant of that, Aries. It's that you definitely don't want someone like you've been with before, because you're transforming so much. And you don't necessarily want someone who is where you're at right now, because you're transforming so fast, and you're going to be transforming so fast. So yeah, just think about that, Aries. It might not be the time to move forward in finding a new partner right now, because of all of this transformation that you've got going on. And it could be all these new people that are coming into your life that's showing you the kind of person that you want to be with in a romantic relationship. Maybe you're learning a lot from customers, from new friends coming in, from all of these people that are coming into your life, of where your level is now, what kind of people you want to be around. And so learn from that. You don't need to do that in romantic relationships necessarily right now. And Aries, in your relationships, your love life in January, you've got be firmer and be vulnerable. Yeah, this is the step up. You know how when you think someone is out of your league, yeah, you're really attracted to them, but you think, whoa, they're way more successful than me, they're out of my league. It makes you feel vulnerable, right? You've got to be firmer in knowing who you are, knowing where you're headed, owning your value, owning where you're going, because I'm feeling like you've got like a whole new caliber of person coming into your life, and that's the kind of person you're going to be in a romantic relationship with, Aries. And it makes you feel vulnerable right now, but that's the key to it, is like those people that you're attracted to that make you feel vulnerable, that make you feel like maybe like a fraud or something, like you're just pretending that you're that successful or something like that. Well, you've not really truly stepped into it yet. So It makes you feel a little bit insecure, but you've got it. That's just a signal that you've got to firm that up. You've got to be firmer in that yourself. It's just, you've got, as I said, it's not the time for getting into a relationship, because you've got to get secure within yourself first about these changes, about who you're becoming. But take note of that. Those people that or that person that you're attracted to, that you're thinking is out of your league and makes you feel vulnerable, let that be your signal that that's where you're headed, but of making the changes in yourself, that your confidence, you're owning that, to be more comfortable with that, approaching that kind of person. Yeah. So your attractions are leading you forward in many aspects of your life. You are going to end up in a relationship with them or with someone like that, but not while you're feeling so vulnerable and not good enough yet, or not successful enough yet, or out of my league. It's not going to happen while you're feeling like that, Aries. Aries, what have you got going on in your work in January 2020? Great expansion into the flow. This grace card, it's the flow of all good coming. So maybe you've had some struggles in 2019 with your work, Aries, and those struggles, I'm hearing that you weren't ready for the expansion that you wanted. So whether you've got your own business, and you wanted like great expansion, you wanted like double your profits, and it just didn't happen in 2019, no matter how much you were working toward it. Or you're in a job and you wanted that promotion. You wanted to be the project manager of that new project, whatever it is. That expansion that you wanted, it didn't happen. But it's going to happen, and it's going to start happening in January. And this expansion card, it's not just growth, it's like big expansion. It's like the big things that you were asking for last year, they're coming to you now. And it's going to come in a way, this grace card, it's like being in a state of grace when miracles are happening, synchronicities are happening all around you. It's not just like, I'm doing more work now, so I'm getting more money now. It's not that kind of expansion. It's like magic, magic expansion. And you can only get into that vibe. That can only happen once you're ready for it. And what I mean by that is, if you think about those struggles you've had in your work in 2019, if you're struggling and you want to double your profits, that's going to be double the struggle, right? And you've got to get out of that struggle first. You've got to get into this state of expecting magical things to happen, expecting it to be easy. And so this is also too some guidance to say, Aries, if you're doing anything that doesn't feel good in your work, if you're feeling anything is depleting you, that's not self-loving, maybe it's wearing you out, maybe you're losing sleep from it, or you're stressed out from it, maybe you're staring at a computer screen for too long and it's giving you headaches. Anything like that, anything that's wearing you out is going to stop this expansion. So you need to get yourself into the flow first, into this grace and ease. It needs to be easy for you before it expands. Otherwise, the universe is going to say, sorry, I can't double your profits while you're going to destroy yourself to do it. You've got to get into this ease and flow. You've got to get into this magical. You've got to start working smarter rather than working harder. You've got to get into that first. And then that'll be the key to expansion, whether it's a job or your own business. So you've got great expansion, and I feel like it's going to start, but there might be some preparation for some of you to do to be able to let that happen. What else have you got going on in your work? 2020, January, you've got perfect mirror reflection. These new people you've got coming in, they're showing you the way. They're showing you things about yourself. They're like showing you what's great about yourself. Yeah, I'm feeling like it's people. The universe is going to work through people in January, showing you the way forward, showing you who you are. You might be really surprised at this. So, perfect mirror reflections. You've got new customers, you've got new colleagues, you've got new bosses, you've got all kinds of things coming in to show you the direction that you're going in. You've asked for the changes, Aries, in your work. Maybe this is your life purpose thing, like you want to be doing your life purpose now. You're ready to shift into that work that you've always been wanting to do. Your higher self and the universe is moving you toward that. It's showing you through people, and they're perfect mirror reflections of you. They're showing you what you've already got inside of yourself. So if you're finding you're attracting all these really successful people, it's because you're that. And so get connected with those people. that are coming into your life and start making the changes that they're showing you to make in your work. Perfect customers for you as well. I'm feeling like there's a shift there for a lot of you. You've got your own business. There's going to be a shift in the kind of customer that you're getting in. That'll be perfect for you. You'll get so much more out of it. Maybe not so much struggle. Maybe you were working with the wrong kind of people before that weren't making you feel really good, and you realize that there's all of these people that can be really good, that can feel really good, that you can work with. Perfect for you. And remember, we're all different. We're all like, there's always a customer for everybody because we've all got different personalities. We've all got different ways of going about things, of how we offer things. We all resonate differently with each other, right? I might not be the reader for you. Another reader might not be the reader for you. You know, you get to decide that if you resonate with me. That's why I do these videos, so that you can decide if I'm the reader for you or if I'm not. It's okay. It's cool. There's so many out there. Right, what have you got going on with your money in January 2020? Aries, you've got to go within and love. You've got to love. You've got to love it. You've got to love your money. You've got to love yourself. You've got to love your money. You've got to love yourself so that you know you deserve plenty of money. And you've got to love the money that you've already got coming in so that it actually grows. Mosquitoes. So that it actually grows. You've got to have that attitude of gratitude for what you've got coming in. No more of this negative focus on it. Always thinking that's not enough money that comes in. Not actually appreciating the money that comes in because it's never enough. Don't do that anymore. Go within and love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love anything that you love will grow. Think about it. You've got a child, a baby. You love that baby, it's going to grow more. It's going to feel loved and it's going to grow. You got money. You got to love that money and it's going to grow. You got a business. You got to love that business and it's going to grow. You've met someone new that you want a romantic relationship with. You love them and it grows. Everything that we pour love into grows. So why are you hating on your money? Some of you aren't, I know, but some of you are hating on your money, and it's not going to grow with hate. Nothing grows with hate. Quite the opposite. It dwindles away. It turns into lack. It rots, dies when you're not loving it. So find that love for yourself and your money. It's going to turn especially Aries, if you've been having financial troubles, this is the key for you to turn that around, and you can turn it around in 2020. And for those of you who aren't necessarily having struggles, this is just a reminder, get that love going. Like, what would you love to do with your money? What do you want a lot more money for? What would you love to create with it? Maybe you want to build your dream house on the beach. You know, have those bigger visions now for what you want to do with your money, what you'd love to do with your money. That's pouring more love into it as well. So take yourself to the next level, Aries, by loving on your money some more, loving on yourself some more. Don't blame your money. Don't blame your money for not coming in because you've been holding this energy of I'm not good enough for it. This is like saying you've got to make those changes because you can't blame money for it. Money, it's not money's problem. Money is flowing to those that are feeling good about it. Money's flowing to those that have got a good thing to do with it, that have got a reason to have it. Don't blame money. Stop blaming money for the things that you've created, the lack that you've created in your life. It's never money's fault. And if you find you've been blaming money for not being able to do the things you want, like, oh, well, I'd start my own business off, but I haven't got the money for it. I would go traveling around the world, but I don't have the money. But I don't have the money. If you're constantly blaming money for the problems that you've got, for you not taking action, for you not being courageous and taking those bold steps forward in your life, you're blaming the wrong thing. It's never money's problem. It's never money's problem. It's always something inside of you. And this is saying it's that you don't feel good enough. It's not money's problem. It's your problem. You've not felt good enough. You need to feel good enough. You need to start feeling good about yourself, Aries. Feeling good about your money, yeah, so you don't, and stopping that blaming pattern, but also feeling good about yourself so that you can create those finances that you want. There you go. Aries, if you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment about what you got out of that as well. I love hearing from you all. Love connecting in with you all. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year again, Aries, and I'll see you next time. Bye.